Today on Suncoast View, toughening up on texting and driving. Good for safety, but bad for race relations. We'll discuss.
And we've got your one-of-a-kind gifts with preview of an indie craft in this weekend's Atomic Bazaar.
And we step back in time to the golden age of radio with the Player Center's newest show. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome back to Jeffrey Kim, Artistic Director for Player Center.
Happy to be here, ladies.
We're happy you're
Love
here.
your
Merry
tie.
Christmas, thank you. I wore
Another
that.
cool tie.
I wore that. My little reindeer games right there, all for you.
Very
Lovely
fun.
ladies.
I
Yeah.
appreciate the fact that you're wearing the rest of your clothing as more of a professional,
Yes.
because the last time Jeffrey was here, we saw a
yeah.
whole different side of him. In fact, we
The
saw a
onesie.
whole lot of them.
Oh.
You were in a onesie.
I was in a onesie.
You were in a onesie
Yeah.
romper. There's
Yes,
Mr.
there he
Kyle,
is.
and
Yeah.
there you are.
Yeah, baby.
And you weren't just in it, you were rocking it.
I worked it, yes.
And then we have Hanukkah Joey with us
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
He was lit, get it?
Yeah.
Menorah,
Yeah.
he was lit.
Yeah.
I didn't
people,
make that up.
People
it's
come
on
up
it.
in the streets and talk to me about that onesie.
Well, I wonder why you were stripping.
I had a lot of people that wanted to buy it. They thought it was awesome for like a Christmas party.
$99.95, Jeffrey Kin. See me at the Player Center for Performing Arts.
I mean, and here's my complaint about it, because we all love those gag kind of things, but $100 for a joke, that is out of Steph's budget.
Wow.
I know. I'm bummed they're so expensive, but they really are.
$39 we
Nice
could
on
have
you.
done.
You know, if someone asks you to model, what do you do?
You say yes.
That's exactly right.
And
Then
you own
ask
it.
what?
Yeah, work it, baby.
And you got to work
Yes,
it.
that's
Well,
what I
we
do.
appreciate you working it. You looked great in it.
Thank you very much.
But you
are
also look nice
in
in
the
this
spirit. By the way, if you've wondered about our rompers, all the things that we've shown you throughout the season with our holiday gift guide, the whole thing is online, suncoastview.com/gift guide. There's links to purchase any of the items that we have talked about on the show, because I've been getting a lot of texts and messages on Facebook about different items as well. So you can find the whole thing online, and we're glad you like what we like, because we're trying to have a fun holiday
There you go.
season.
We are.
All right, we always like it when our friend JR from JR's Packing House Cafe is in the kitchen. So we're going to check in with him and find out what we're making. What's up, JR?
We're making blackened salmon over tricolor pasta. We have a burger today. We also have a Cuban, and we have some very low-calorie tres leches cake.
That sounds good. And
some sangria.
I see sangria as well. You are spoiling us, and we look forward to it. So we'll join you in just a little bit. Also, something coming up, we still have tree lightings going on across the Suncoast, and a big treat at the Venice tree lighting coming up tonight. And we got a preview. Let's take a look.
Text me Merry Christmas, let me know you care. Just a word or two of text from you will remind me you're still there. You don't have
With my all-time favorite name, this is the Afternoon Delight a cappella quartet. They are part of Chorus of the Keys, and they perform for us here in our studio. You can see that online as well. And they are performing tonight at the Venice Holiday Tree Lighting. So if you're in the Venice area, you want to go down, such a cute downtown area, so
Yes.
festive for the holidays, and the tree lighting is a wonderful family event.
Text me Merry Christmas.
I love that
A modern
song.
Christmas
A
carol.
modern Christmas song. They were so fun and sweet.
Yes.
So great group of guys. They'll be part of the Venice Holiday Tree Lighting as well. Something to look forward to. And that is coming up December 9th. I am wrong. That is not tonight. I see December 9th is the Venice Holiday Tree Lighting. I just can't wait any longer.
Yeah, there you go. You just want to go now.
We want it
Exactly.
now.
We are ready for the
Yes.
holidays. All right, we are also ready for our first hot topic. And support is building across Florida for tougher texting while driving laws. A broad coalition representing groups ranging from law enforcement, parents to business owners wants to elevate texting from a secondary to a primary offense. That means police could pull over and ticket drivers for texting without needing any other reason to stop them. But a Black caucus is speaking out, citing racial disparities in traffic stops and police violence against blacks. The ACLU says blacks are twice as likely as white people to be stopped for not wearing a seatbelt as it is. What do you think? Is this a bad idea, and are we looking for trouble?
We drove down 75 yesterday and up 41 the day before. Every time we saw somebody weaving across our lane and other lanes, and then we could see that they're texting. It's not just white lives. They're going to kill black people and white people. This is not a racial thing. This is a safety thing.
I agree with you to some extent. I do believe that we need to do something about texting and driving because it's a problem that impacts everyone. And regardless of what race you are, you want to be safe on the road. But the reality is, regardless of what law is implemented, there is always a disparity where it's used a little bit more harshly on certain races. So I think the issue isn't necessarily focusing on texting and driving, but more is focused on why there are disparities in traffic stops, why are there disparities in how one group is treated versus another. So, but it's a tough
They're two different
balance.
things, you know?
It's absolutely two different things. And I don't think we should ever be in a society where my friend says to me, I'm not going to meet you out because I might get a DWB, driving while black. And that hurt my soul and it hurt my heart to hear him say that he was afraid to drive at night because he was afraid that more than likely he would get pulled over.
They are definitely two different issues,
it's
though.
two different issues.
Yeah, and I agree that the fact that they have to be one is just not okay.
Yeah.
So we need to spend time figuring out how to solve the issue that becomes race-related, because texting's a problem.
Put your phone
whatever
down.
color you are.
I mean, I think that the issue is people do need to put their phone down. But the reality is, once more laws are placed on the books, some officers use it as an excuse. They just need when you're driving and it's an illegal thing to just stop a person for no reason.
Right.
So they're like, well, what can I stop them for? If it's a taillight out, if it's seatbelt, if it's a texting or saying that they saw them texting. The thing is, they use these rules as an excuse to stop you, and then it's something that many people, unless you're black and you've had to deal with it, you don't really understand. So I understand why people don't understand where I'm coming from when I say that, because you've never really had to deal with it. But I'm not saying that makes it an excuse to text and drive, because again, that's a different problem, and we still need to handle that. And I don't want to be driving and someone hit me because they were texting.
Or kill a little child because they were texting.
Yeah.
And we were really trying to call the police of the person in front of us because they were really going to hurt somebody. And it didn't matter what race they were. I have no idea what race they were.
People do not realize that when they're talking on the phone or even texting, but talking on the phone too, they are bad drivers. They're bad.
That's true.
And they don't, and you folks don't realize it, but you're all bad drivers when you're talking on the phone.
And the lawmakers realize it, and it's going to end up under big discussion as we start the new year, that's for sure. Well, we all know how important tourism is to our economy. Now, Governor Scott is asking for a big budget bump for that part of the economy. The governor is asking to boost tourism marketing by $24 million. The House says the state needs to show how past increase of actual tourists breaks down to the dollars that were spent in marketing. Is it worth it? Some claim our tourism numbers are based more on people's family finances rather than campaigns. But Governor Scott claims we have to tell people that Irma did not shut us down. Does marketing matter that much outside of our borders, do you think?
Well, they say it does, because when they stop marketing or reduce the amount of money they spend on marketing, they actually see an impact in tourist attendance.
So those numbers have to be able to be put together. I think the House is right by saying, show me the years we spent versus the people that showed up. Show me the years we didn't spend versus the people that didn't show up.
People will go to what they see on television.
Yes, they will.
And if they see Austin, Texas, if they see people in Michigan, you see all these great campaigns, and we should keep up with that.
Well, we know advertising works. That pays our bills. So I think the more advertising, the better, because we're the ones that benefit. It lowers our taxes.
But where do you cut that? Where does that money come from?
But the thing is, I hear you and I agree, but there has to be some accountability. We can't just keep saying we're going to spend and spend and spend, and we don't really have tangible numbers. I feel like the government is already so huge, and you hear of millions and trillions being spent on all kinds of things. And the excuse is always, it's going to lower tax, it's going to bring money back, but we want to know for real. Like, don't just say it. Give us the actual documentation.
Yeah, I think you need numbers. Schools need more money. We know the schools don't have enough money. Why are we handing money to tourism if we don't have schools?
Because they bring in money for the school.
But the schools aren't getting it.
Well, we all need to be more fiscally responsible.
Hey, I don't run this budget.
That's what we're saying.
Well, I think showing the numbers is a reasonable request.
Yes,
so
I do too.
We'll see how that goes. All right, Jeffrey, we're going to pick on you a little bit here.
Oh, no.
So women are not typically as strong as men. We know that, just the way we are built. But we may be more naturally fit. Canadian researchers tested 9 men and 9 women in many, many different groups. They all had similar BMIs, and they were on treadmills. Researchers found that women adjusted to exercise after about 30 seconds, while men took about 42 seconds. That translates to a roughly 30% faster rate of oxygen processing, and that is a clear advantage when it comes to what is called physical efficiency. If you've ever had a non-stress test, you understand this concept. The researchers also found that female athletes were better at transporting oxygen to tissues throughout their bodies. Those tissues, in turn, were better at using the extra oxygen. Women, we are more physically efficient. Shocking.
Well,
are we always more efficient?
I was going to say.
mothers can go around the clock without sleep and often do. So I think we were built to take care of children, to do hard, long-lasting tasks, and that's why we've got that ability.
Well, you know, as you were reading, you know, you were doing all the signs of it, and it kind of lost me at one point, but all I got to the very end, I was like, we're better. That's all I got from it. We're just better.
But Bill,
that's what I got.
That's what you got out of it. I don't
Research shows.
Also,
we're better.
Isn't it a way of also saying, which we all know, is that women are more adaptable. They adapt to situations, they adapt to things, and that's why they also live longer. So they have a more adaptable physiques, and so this makes total sense. And more power to the ladies. Just because might does not make right. So ladies, go strong, go big, do it. No, I love it.
Well, we say that until I need someone to open something for me.
That's right.
I'll open your peanut butter for you.
Then we need a strong man. But when you need a marathon, you call us.
I can't put my Christmas wreath up because I can't get the battery department open.
But she can run a mile.
Well, a new study wanted to find the best motivation to make kids work harder, and they found one definitive truth. Batman works the hardest. Really. Researchers were trying to figure out how they could keep kids focused and away from distractions like electronics, and they found that giving an outsider's perspective, like asking them to be like a character in a costume, like a princess or a superhero, helped them focus and motivate. So plenty of different costumes work. They liked being Dora the Explorer, Bob the Builder, and the Superman, though Batman yielded the most positive results. This totally makes sense to me when you're trying to get anybody to do something, and it makes sense in the theater too. Don't be yourself, be that other person.
Yes. So pretend to be Batman and do this for me.
Because Batman would do it.
Yeah, well, you know, if I have to walk out on a stage and make a speech, when I walk out, I think to myself, there she is, Miss America. And my head goes back, my smile comes on.
And then you pretend to be Miss America.
Then I pretend to be Miss America.
It's purely theatrical, and we deal with that when we're teaching and we're dealing with new people on our stage. When you separate yourself from your character, if you put on somebody else's shoes, literally walk in somebody else's shoes, it's helpful. It allows you to be a better person because you don't carry all the baggage you have with you, and all of that goes away. So, like when you do Commedia dell'arte, you wear a mask or a hat, and it helps you just be a little more relaxed. You don't have all the pressure of being you. You can be somebody else. It makes total sense to me. Although I'm not going to dress up like Batman to do my job. But,
I think for kids, it's a great motivator to remember we can use those little costumes to empower them to be different. But I think for adults, if you think to yourself, you know, I am the CEO and I have this, whether you are or not, you know, you have that feeling and that power.
This is just random. I mean, we can't let them wear the costumes everywhere, though. Like, at what point do you say?
Underneath we can.
Oh, all right, Clark Kent. True,
I wear
but
my
you
Batman
know,
undies.
as a kid, if you need to get something done by wearing that princess dress, you go right ahead.
Yes.
So that's what
or
we're
wear it
going
in your mind.
Love it.
All right, well, Santa Claus is coming to town, but apparently not everybody is particularly impressed by this. A 6-year-old wrote a letter to Santa for school, and his mother found it so hilarious she posted it online. It's gone viral. In the letter, the boy literally tells Santa off, saying, "Your naughty list is empty. Your good list is empty, and your life is empty. You don't know what trouble I've had in my life. Goodbye."
Why is he angry?
I don't know, but can you imagine being the mom who found the letter angry at Santa?
What is he, 5? What bad has he had in his life at 5?
Maybe he went to see the Santa at the mall and the list didn't have names yet, or I don't know, but it's always funny to me when the wheels start turning about the whole Santa thing. You probably haven't done this yet with grandchildren.
No. And Santa is a wonderful, wonderful thing in our house. Oh, it's so magical the next day.
Yeah, but he's missing some magic. There's a little
missing the magic.
There's a little magic missing there. Mom needs to help him understand that life is good.
Well, maybe the mom used it as like a tool and said, you're not going to be on Santa's good list because you did something. So
Right,
maybe he's
right.
mad about that.
I used to play the coal tool a lot,
Yeah.
like probably too much. Like we would talk about it, and then there was just the temptation that one year to have everything somewhere else and just have the coal in there just because it would be fun to scare everybody. But I was afraid there'd be
You're
deep
a
psychological
horrible
scars. I didn't do it.
They always say if you have a fireplace in your home and that your kid is bad, that you wrap a gift that's not a fake gift and you throw it in the fireplace to help motivate them a little bit.
I'm serious. You gotta do what you gotta do.
I thought it
Parents.
was funny. My 4-year-old granddaughter never saw a piece of coal, but she knows if you're bad, you get
get
coal.
it.
Get coal.
She has no idea what it is.
Right, or that it used to be fuel and all that.
Well,
No,
then
that's
you guys
really
better be
interesting.
careful. Santa's going to get another evil letter.
From anyone else?
Yeah, very good.
All right, we're going to check out our happy hour forecast. When we come back, we're going to get some gift wrapping tips from a real pro.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your first alert weather forecast. Big changes are headed our way. I stressed big, too. We're talking about the potential for some severe weather here. On top of that, some extremely cold weather and some advisories for the weekend due to the strong winds. It's snowing as far south as Mexico right now in West Texas. That snow will eventually spread off to the northeast. Atlanta could see some snowfall and south thereof throughout the day on Friday. For us, the rain is mainly to the north right now. A few showers along I-75 and Interstate 4, but nothing going on here in Manatee, Sarasota, or Charlotte counties, and it should stay relatively quiet through this evening. The only problem will once again be that fog formation, and it could be rather thick at times like it was this morning. 79, the dew point way up there, summer-like at 70. We have a south wind at 11. The pressure's been falling now to 9.93 inches. It's slipping. We'll have the details on our weather forecast at 5. See you then.
Well, buying gifts is only part of the holiday battle. You still have to wrap them, and that's easier from some than others. So we asked Lori Davis from Just a Basket Case Events to tell us how we can actually be good at wrapping, because apparently I'm one of those that can't do it.
Well, yes, we've gone through this a few times. But that's
She
what
has
we
no
love.
faith.
That's what we love. No. There are easy and instructional methods. So I'm here today to show you 2 simple methods. One a little more difficult, and then we have one that is easy for anyone around the house and
good.
won't cost you a lot of money.
Okay.
Oh, good for us.
So
Cool
two
materials.
techniques that could get us, make us look like we know how to wrap.
True. So this one at Just a Best Case we call Material Girl. The
Okay.
reason is any material you can find around the house, whether it's extra fabric, a scarf that you're using, decor, brown paper bag, a large tie, yes, perhaps. You can use this trim, a brown paper bag, newspaper.
Oh.
So this one right here we have is a lot of the filler or ribbon.
Do you mind if I turn this?
No, and we
I
have
wanna
tons
just turn
of
it a little
this
bit so we
at our
can see
showroom.
the bond.
Oh, yeah, make it hard, Bobette.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, I have a question about the ribbon. Where would I get that ribbon? Can you buy that?
Yes, you can. You can buy this at Hobby Lobby, which once a month at their annual sale, you can buy 2, get 2 free.
Okay.
It's what I use as fillers.
Right.
And use as bows, so we have so much lying around. And I've
Okay.
already preset it to
All right,
get
well, let's
going.
get started. So
Okay.
what do we do first?
Yeah.
So, because sometimes it's see-through, if you want it see-through, but I've rolled it once, and
Yes.
it's looser. So you take it the other way, the opposite way, okay? Because we want this bundled, like to make a big bow at the
Oh,
top.
I see.
Okay?
So-
So you're gonna take, one of you put your hand
I'm
to
the
hold the
holder.
gift, the box. Take the roll, okay?
This seems easy enough.
And raise it up to where you're going to want to make a bundle effect, okay?
Yeah. Do
we
You
have
can
it
make
high
it real
enough?
big.
Yeah.
It's however big you want it.
Okay.
and
like
then you
it
just
big.
cut?
And then we're going to do it one more time on the other side.
Yeah, cut.
Okay.
So he's supposed to cut.
Well, you're holding and he can cut.
Do I cut right now?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, I'm.
So these are often 2-person
easy.
jobs.
So
Like,
you
I
just
shouldn't
wrap
feel
it.
bad.
I can, no, it can be a 2-person job, and I'll be honest with the holidays, I'll get it
Okay.
done by myself, but normally I would need help.
But she's a professional.
You're a
too.
professional,
Yes.
so this might be a
here,
partner project.
Let's even it, make it more,
Okay.
okay? Now let's do it one more time
Okay.
on the other way, okay? So
Oh,
You
okay. Yeah.
raise
More
it.
More
fabric.
material.
Yeah, because this is why it's so beautiful when you're done.
It better be cheap material.
I was thinking the same
That's
thing
a
too,
lot.
Linda.
But it lasts.
And
This
then
roll
cut.
I've already been using for quite some time.
But we're going to give this
And the
away and
person
lose
you're
our
giving
material.
it for a gift can reuse it for
This
something
material
else.
can be reused for everything.
You
Okay,
can
so
say,
now,
could I have my wrapping paper back, please?
okay, so now
Don't
take
do
it
that.
and bundle it.
Yeah.
If you look in your goodie slate kit that I have prepared for you over
Yes.
there, quite snazzy, I might add.
Yes.
Okay,
There
and
is
so
a zip tie.
And you're just going to zip tie it and make a bow. Now, while they do that, let's move on to this one.
Okay, this one is the fancy schmancy.
Okay.
Okay, and all three of us have worked on this
yeah,
quite a few times. So
Okay.
I made it easier this year for you. I got marked wrapping paper.
Yes, that makes a lot of difference.
That way we're not having to eyeball it or use a ruler, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So before you cut,
All right.
easy on the scissors, okay?
Yep.
Before you cut, remember the box will go upside down,
Right.
okay? Center it
Okay.
to where you think's best.
Okay.
Your first fold, you're going to place in the center, okay?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hold on, hold
First,
on.
okay?
Hold on.
I'll let you
Make that
do it.
center.
Okay?
Okay.
I've already
And
set
then
you some
tape it?
tape on the side of the counter as well. To your left. See it?
Oh, yep.
Okay.
You
Look
really
at
think
this.
we're
Yeah, she thinks we're helpless. And she's right. Could
I
you
just
come to my
remember
house and
last year.
preset all this stuff?
I just remember last year, so I'm trying to be
She's like, you
on the
guys couldn't even
ball.
get the tape together.
No, you don't have to do that. Look, I got more. Hold on.
Give
hold
it
on.
to me.
I didn't even realize it was there.
See?
Okay.
I knew, so I was trying to
All right,
avoid.
so then we measure.
Then you roll it over, and you're going to go half over. So where you're marked at, so look here,
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
because remember, we're going to fold it. We don't want lines or tape shown.
Oh, right. We don't
Okay.
want ugly scissor marks.
So here's where this is. Go to about where the hoe's at.
Okay.
Where the ho ho
The
ho's
ho,
at.
ho, ho.
Ho ho ho.
okay.
Okay.
That's where we're going to cut.
So now that you've marked it, you can pull back and cut it.
All right, so just cut a line right there.
How are you guys doing?
We have done an amazing job.
Okay,
We are
we're
so
not,
proud.
and we're not finished with there, so
Oh, really?
Oh.
we can add an ornament or two.
Okay.
in it.
Oh.
Well, you guys keep making yours pretty. I'm
Okay.
still on the basics.
So we've got this. I've left. We can even add a pretty bow, and look at that beautiful name tag that we have over
here?
there. We have a lot of little decors in. Look at the big candy cane.
Oh, let's put the candy cane on.
Okay, and what's great, I'll add a big stabbing device so you
Oh,
can
that's
stick
good.
in the
I
box
think I
or
better
stick in
ask.
styrofoam or wrap
if it goes on
around
top
of it. Okay.
or stick right in.
Okay, Lori, I'm going to interrupt you for
center.
just a second because
I'll
I think
let you
they
do
can
that.
figure that
We're
out and we have
stopped.
stopped. So we
Perfect.
folded like you asked. What do I do with this?
Well, there's two-sided tape in there in your
Oh,
little
we
kit.
figured that.
Oh, because we
That's
didn't
where
think
this
you'd
comes
want the
from.
tape to show.
We don't want the tape to show. And if you don't have two-sided tape, guys, don't worry.
Make a little ball.
You can use
All right, I'm
glue
gonna make-
dots. You can use adhesive, which is what I use, or you can use old-fashioned tape.
And
Let's
just
use
fold
tape
it.
balls. I'm going to use a tape ball just because it's harder to peel off the sticker.
Yeah.
And I want to
So
move on.
You can't be stingy with your wrapping paper, apparently, when you do this.
All right.
No.
Give us a quick
Okay.
lesson on the ends.
On the ends, I always tell people more is better. Don't cut
Okay.
too short. Fold before you cut.
Fold in.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Fold it in.
Yep.
Now remember, where the fold is on the crease is
Yes.
where you're wanting to angle going up.
Okay, so like that.
Yes, but we don't want it going all the way up. We want to hide it.
She hides all the edges. She hides all the tape.
So while we
Yes.
finish this up, we want to let you know that you can find Lori and get more gift wrapping ideas by going to her website, and she has a whole bunch of other things going on there too.
Tons.
Like I thank you so much. You made us great wrapping queens. And next, McCarty's comedy headliner is in the studio. We'll hear from him. We'll be right back.
The skills you develop as a soldier in the Army National Guard can give you a head start on your career. Gain practical experience with technology and equipment that will give you a leg up in the civilian world. Learn critical leadership skills and to be part of a team. Serve your community and your country part-time while earning money for an education. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn about the paid training and career opportunities available to you in the Army National Guard.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sonny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089, 800-329-3089.
McCurdy's Comedy Theater's latest headliner is known for his love of four things: bourbon, horse racing, family, and freedom. Welcome, Mark Klein, a man with very good taste. Well, I can tell the bourbon and the horse racing. You're from Kentucky, right?
I'm from Kentucky, and when I come to Florida, first, I love being here. I flat out love Sarasota.
Oh, we love that you're here.
I hit the sidewalk. I'm the youngest, hottest guy down here. I flat out love yours.
And women all over you.
And do you know how to treat strangers? I woke up this morning, the smell of fresh coffee, bacon in the griddle, pancakes being made, eggs being cooked. I looked around and said, God almighty, I passed out at Denny's again.
And where were you?
Denny's. Well, I come here from Kentucky. When I travel, people ask me, Mark, what is Kentucky all about? And this is what I tell them. Here's what we make in Kentucky. We make bourbon, we make baseball bats, we make cigarettes, we make fried chicken. Our state motto is, if it kills you, we make it.
Is your family in Kentucky? You're a family man, I understand.
Well, you know, I'm a married man. I got married when I was 38 years old. I was happy and single 38 years, and I finally met that one woman who said those 6 words I waited all of my life to hear.
Yes?
My dad owns a liquor store, is what she said. And I had to go out of state to meet the woman of my life. I married a girl from Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, I'm from Georgia.
Are you now?
You should have waited a little longer.
Well,
we might have gotten together.
Maybe you should have looked a little closer and sooner, because
Or you should have owned a liquor store.
Well, that helps as well. And you know, she's my wife. I adore her because she's married to a comedian. That's not an easy thing to do.
No, I'm sure.
People say, "Does your wife think you're funny?" And I say, "Oh yes." Say, "Honey, you want to fool around?" She laughs.
But you're on the road a lot. She might like that.
Well, it's not a bad thing to be apart every now and again. I'll tell you this: I've been married for 25 years, and I make jokes in my act about my family, my marriage, my mom and dad, and my kid. But I've been married for 25 years. My wife walks in the room, my heart still skips a beat.
Oh, how
Really?
sweet.
I hope she's watching this.
Well, you call it love, you call it fear. It doesn't much matter to me, but my heart skips just
A
little fear is good.
It just flutters away.
We've got to hear more of this. He is at McCurdy's this weekend. He is there through December 10th. For more information on Mark Klein and his hilarious jokes, you can go to McCurdy's website for tickets and showtimes. Next, holiday shopping goes Atomic, the Atomic Bazaar gift ideas.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off
off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-628-1251. 800-628-1251.
Glasses and contacts. You need them to see, but they put such a strain on your life, you miss precious moments. Due to new advances in vision improvement technology, LASIK is now affordable for almost everyone, with procedures starting as low as $299 per eye and over 1 million procedures performed by our trusted independent surgeons. LASIK surgery is a sensible, safe, and affordable solution to improve your vision. Our simple 3-step process begins with a free evaluation, followed by an extensive preoperative exam to determine if you're a candidate for LASIK eye surgery. Depending on the results of your evaluation and eye exam, you and your surgeon will choose the LASIK option that works best for you. So call now to talk to a LASIK Vision Institute counselor and schedule your free evaluation. That's a $100 value, free. Call the LASIK Vision Institute for your free evaluation and enjoy more of your life.
Call 1-800-813-0109. 1-800-813-0109.
The perfect musical for the holidays is live on the Players Center stage. Packed with the big band sounds from World War II, the 1940s Radio Hour is our Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy answer to the holiday blues. Call the Players Center at 365-2494 or visit us at theplayers.org. The Players Wild Broadway series wishes you a Merry Christmas with the 1940s Radio Hour.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Well, sometimes it's really hard to pick that perfect present for someone who seems to have everything. So you might want to check out the Atomic Holiday Bazaar this weekend for creative indie crafts and unique gift ideas. And to help us do that, we brought in Adrienne Lucas to give us a preview. Welcome, Adrienne.
Thank you. Hi. Thanks
So
for having
we're
me.
really excited about this because, you know, when you're looking for gifts, sometimes you want to be unique.
Always.
So, you know, tell me how this whole Atomic Holiday Bazaar started. I know it dates back for some years.
It's getting grown up. I moved here from LA, and there wasn't anything colorful like Melrose, where I used to shop.
Oh, fun.
So that's sort of where it started, and I built my own party.
Oh, there you go. Good attitude. You
Cute.
can't find it, you build it, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so what does Atomic Bazaar mean?
I wish that I could say that it meant more than what it meant, but I had a business partner at the time, and she decided that that was the great name, and I said, I like it, so let's move on to other things. So
Right. It's kind of retro, but then it's kind of hip.
It totally
cool.
fits the building, which
Yeah.
is the Municipal Auditorium, which I am in love with. So Atomic and that building just kind of meshed together.
I thought it meant explosions and
yeah.
explosive.
Of talent.
Of talent. Explosion
All right,
of talent.
Speaking of explosion of
that.
talent, how do you find all of the different vendors? Because I feel like all of them are very talented.
They are incredibly talented. I used to look for them on Etsy and MySpace back in the day, but they find me now. So I can really kind of sit back, and if I feel like I'm missing something, I will make an effort to look on Google and do like local searches.
Okay.
So, but generally they find me now.
All right, well, speaking of finding you, you found some of the ideas and unique crafts that are going to be there this weekend. Talk
Yes.
about some of the products you brought for us.
Okay, well, I'm excited about the Hiss shirt, which is by Housebroken Clothing. They do anthropomorphic graphics, which I think are hilarious. They've been in the show before. They took a break. They had a baby. They're back, and they have a big fan base.
Okay, so the name is hysterical.
Yeah.
Housebroken Clothing.
I know,
love
and
it.
they give a percentage of their profits to animal charities. So
that's
they're
really
a
good.
really nice couple, and they're incredibly talented.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Looks like Chef's wearing it.
So it does look like I'm wearing it. It's like, so it's like a tank top or a shirt, or or a t-shirt?
It's a sport tank for women, but they do t-shirts for men and women and all these different styles and cuts.
nice.
So, you know, anybody can find something, and there is a range of animals to choose from.
Okay, all right.
Excellent.
What about the next one? I see it's a purse.
This I'm excited about. This is a new vendor called Banana Candy. She's in Bradenton. She arrived late to the show, so she was a surprise. She uses beautiful, really bright fabric. They're novelty prints, which, you know, they're amusing. So this one has a Polaroid. This one says, talk about it.
I get it.
They're sassy. And they're so well made. I mean, they're just, you know, the work that she does. That was a good laugh. That's contagious.
You'll always be able to find your purse among all the others.
Exactly. I'm trying to be very professional, but I'm hearing these giggles over here. So
Talk about it, talk about it, talk about it.
All right, and next, I see a lot of bracelets and different things like that.
this is Kelly Love, and Kelly Love has been with the show since 2006. She has grown a lot as far as her range of work. I think she makes beautiful found object bracelets, earrings, necklaces. She also has a really big fan base. So they come back every year, and she's all around town in different boutiques. And you can tell a Kelly Love product, very soft blues and greens and just really nice patinas.
It looks very vintage.
Exactly.
I like it.
Exactly.
All right, and this one looks very unique.
That's so cute.
I love this one. I think it's adorable. This is by Knot and Loop. This is her second year. She'll be in the street fair portion of the show. This is a unicorn hoodie wrap. So she makes them in small, medium, and large.
That
so
is
yes,
adorable.
if you are an adult, you can wear one.
I like the little mane.
There's little pockets.
I didn't realize that.
Ears.
So it's for adults and kids too? I mean,
Yes,
it's,
you
wow.
could have a matchy like
Wow.
photo
So
session.
soft.
and child.
Yeah, because
Okay,
we know you want to be a unicorn.
I will.
We don't
I
wanna
love
mess
it.
up her
Oh
hair,
yeah,
but-
unicorns. I love them. Unicorns. I love them.
Unicorns are very in right
Yeah,
now, too.
I mean, everyone wants to be a unicorn. It just means you're
That's
unique and-
amazing. And look, you can tuck your hands in it.
So your hands will be warm on your head.
I'm loving it.
It's so soft.
Oh, this is going to catch on. I can see it now.
I like it.
We'll see people all over town.
I'm so comfortable and so confident. I think everyone needs one.
I think so too.
Strong in your manhood.
Magic in our world.
I mean, no, seriously, but there's a huge unicorn craze.
unicorns are a
so
big
this
deal.
is really probably going to be good for a teenager or someone that is into it.
It's adorable. It actually
It is adorable.
so soft.
So
It
well
is-
made too. It really is.
May I have
Yourself
this?
done.
Okay.
No. She said no so kindly there. All right, and then
Good
moving
try.
on to the next one.
Okay, so I wanted to really give you an example of what the Atomic Show looks like, and this is pretty much everything in the kitchen sink. So I tried to do pieces that were $20 and under. They're stocking stuffers. Some of them are $3. There's travel soap. So if you had a friend who was getting married, you could put together, going away basket for them with body products that are really
good idea.
affordable.
And then the honey?
The honey is the best honey, and I'm sorry, I love Sarasota honey, but this is a Clearwater company in that area. She is an amazing beekeeper. She won a Good Foods Award. This is her second year. She'll be in the main room. And truly, this honey is sublime. It is heavenly tasting.
And honey is very good for you, by the way.
This has royal jelly in it, and I feel good about myself every time I shove 3, 4, 5 spoons.
Well, I thought about Beth when I saw this because you're like the perfect person for this Atomic Bazaar because you're hard to shop for. You have everything, but I know you love sleep masks, and I bet
do.
you don't have one with kitty cats all over.
I do not have a kitty cat. See?
And you need one.
There
So
you go.
viewers, if you'd like to purchase something for Bobeth, go to the Holiday Bazaar.
Well, no,
Very
seriously, I
affordable.
cannot sleep if there's like 1 ounce of light. So sometimes I need a mask.
These
Like
little.
even the light from the cable box. Like for me, it's just so bright.
And they work great on airplanes. So if you don't want to talk to anybody, but you're still
Oh,
awake.
that's so bad.
And
You're a
you're
big traveler. The
Yeah.
creativity here is astounding.
It is. I'm
It's
very
so
proud
cool.
of my vendors.
So unique.
Yeah, a lot of variety, and it's all going to be at the Atomic Holiday Bazaar Saturday and Sunday at the Sarasota Municipal Auditorium. For more information, you want to go to their website and get all the details. Thank you so much,
you.
Adrian.
Thank
And
you,
next,
ladies.
the Player Center is going to take us back in time with their latest show. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
ABC 7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Good afternoon, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. A man accused of murdering 2 well-known residents of Newtown on trial, the latest in that case. Plus, a Suncoast state senator's push to end daylight saving time in the state, what that proposal includes, and why he says the move would help Florida businesses. Now let's get a check on our First Alert weather forecast with Bob Harrigan.
Well, I can tell you this, Jacqueline, you're going to need to keep your umbrellas handy throughout the day tomorrow, especially tomorrow night, as a line of intense showers and even some thunderstorms that could be severe moves into our area. If you haven't downloaded our weather program, you need to do that too on your iPhone or your Droid for that matter, because we'll be giving you some alerts on that too in advance of the actual warnings. You can see some heavier rainfall now staying to the north. That's where it's going to be mainly. There's a shower or two offshore, but that's to our north as well. Look for the possibility of more fog tonight. We'll have the details on that coming up at 5. See you then.
Got breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.
A decade of war has taken an unprecedented toll on our men and women in uniform.
Hundreds of thousands of our veterans are suffering from the trauma of war.
At Justice for Vets, we believe that every veteran should have the opportunity for treatment and restoration.
Get involved and go to justiceforvets.org.
Help put treatment within reach of veterans in crisis.
Veterans fought for our freedom. Now it's our turn to fight for theirs.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
And for a limited time, Minnesota Flooring is offering you unbelievable pricing on tile and laminate. Porcelain tile only $1.59. Ceramic tile 99 cents. And 16 by 16 tile $1.19. Laminate flooring is only 99 cents. But these prices won't last. Don't miss out on these great deals. Hurry into Minnesota Flooring today.
Listen to this important message. If you owe money to the IRS, you will want to hear this. Penalties and interest compound daily on your back taxes, putting you under a mountain of debt. Tax 10,000 has years of experience connecting people with tax resolution specialists. Working through the IRS Fresh Start program, they will handle all the necessary forms, and if you qualify, you may end up saving thousands of dollars. Call Tax 10,000 at 800-817-1064.
The 1930s and the 1940s are called the golden age of radio, when families congregated around the radio to listen to live broadcasts together in the evenings. The importance of this era is captured in the musical, The 1940s Radio Hour. And our guest host, Jeffrey Ken, artistic director of The Players, is here to tell us all about it. So this is a holiday musical?
It is. It's a holiday musical, and it's a lot more. It has the great songs from the 40s like Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy. It has a great story. It talks about the people and what happens backstage. So you get to see the stories about all the people and the struggles that they go through, because you're actually seeing what it takes to put on a radio show in New York City in 1941. So it has a lot of all the things that everyone would want to see in a great holiday show. So
now I remember radio, and I pictured a person standing there with a microphone.
Yes.
But there's a little bit more going on than that.
Fortunately, within the script, there is a live studio audience. So they are performing for a live studio audience as well as, and there's actually, the great thing about it is there's actually a pre-show. It's about 25 minutes. So the show starts usually at 7:30 or 2, but a half hour before, the performers start to show you what they're doing live on stage as a pre-show. It's a really interesting and unique musical, and it gets to really, it proves my point of it takes a lot to make art, and you get to see it live on stage.
So the people who are in this play, tell me about that.
Well, you get soup to nuts. You get the crooner who's been there for centuries and wants to leave. You get the kid who delivers coffee who wants to be on stage. You get every sort of person who it takes, like in any news situation, who wants to be able to put on a show.
Tell us about the song we're about to hear.
Well, this is a situation where something goes wrong. So there's 3 beautiful ladies that do Boogie Woogie Bugle Boy, and the one lady decides she's not going to do it. And so they grab the kid and they push him into it, and he survives and thrives.
Let's hear it. Okay, take it away, guys.
around Chicago way. He had a boogie style that no one else could play. He was a top man at his craft, but then his number came up and he was caught in the draft. He's in the army now, a blowing reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, Company B. They made him blow a bugle for his Uncle Sam. They really brought him down because he could not jam. The captain seemed to understand, because the next day the cap went out and drafted a band. And now the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, Company B. A root, a toot, a tootly-eyed, a toot. He blows A to the bar. In boogie rhythm, you can't blow a note unless the bass and guitar is laying with him. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. He puts the boys to sleep with boogie every night and wakes them up the same way in the early bright. They clap their hands and stamp their feet, for he knows how he blows when someone gives him a beat. He really breaks it up when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B. Ba 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 doo ba, ba 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 doo ba, ba 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 doo ba, ba 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 doo ba. And the company jumps when he plays reveille. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy of Company B.
Whoa! You guys are awesome!
Yay.
I love you! And the new guy was very good.
Stevie comes through. He does in the end, absolutely.
Introduce these people.
So Alan's at the piano, and we have Lindsay, Stevie, and Emma are performing for you today.
Oh, you are so good. But of course, a lot of the people in the audience don't remember the radio day.
That's exactly right. But that's why the story is so important as part of this. They get the great music, but they also get the story about why you care about these people and the gum popper and the new kids. And it shows how the 40s really has made us who we are today. Very important things happened then.
It sounds like it also makes it come alive, the fact that the people you're watching on TV, the people that you're watching in plays, there's a story behind them. These are real human beings.
That's exactly right. And you get to see the heart and soul of all these people. You really end up caring about them. It's a very unique musical. Lots of fun, but there's thought behind it as well.
Well, you can see it, of course, all the way through December 23rd at the Players Center, the 1940s Radio Hour. Ticket information, go to the Players website. Next, we're going to give you the experience of giving with a very unusual suggestion. But first, let's get more of the 1940s Radio Hour.
Yeah, but we want to do a Pepsi-Cola commercial, but then there's a lines in it. So will you do it for us?
I get to be in the radio?
We want you to be part of the radio show.
Okay.
Okay, so kids get set up. So you're going to do your radio show. And then, Linda, you come over here, and we're going to... Yep. Okay, ready? Okay, go, Alan.
Nickel,
nickel,
to-do-da-da.
nickel,
Nickel, to-do-da-da-da.
Pepsi Cola hits the spot. 12 full ounces, that's a lot. Twice as much for a nickel too. Pepsi Cola is a drink for you.
Listen to that, the sound of Pepsi Cola on ice. Do what thousands of soldiers do every day. Pop a top on a Pepsi and you'll agree with the
Pepsi Cola
booze.
is a drink for you.
Nickel, 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 nickel.
Trickle, 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 trickle.
Nickel, 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 nickel. Ya-da-da-da.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
Choral Artists of Sarasota presents Too Hot to Handle. Add an electric spark to your holiday season with the return of this joyful gospel reinvention of Handel's Messiah. Shout hallelujah and get ready for a roof-raising performance featuring an ensemble of 100 singers, plus exceptional musicians and outstanding soloists, including Amy Jo Connors and members of the West Coast Black Theater Troupe. Sunday, December 10th, 7:30 p.m. at the Van Wezel. Tickets and info are at choralartistsarasota.org.
WWSB ABC7 is an equal opportunity employer, and we're looking for qualified people to join our dynamic team. For a list of current openings and to apply online, visit www.mysuncoast.com/contact/employment. If you're a motivated team player and you want a rewarding career in a fun, fast-paced working environment, WWSB ABC7 could be the perfect fit for you. Check out our list of openings now.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
My life motto is keep moving. And as hard as it was when my husband passed away, I knew I had to keep doing what I love. Oops, coming. But I needed help with my insurance, and that's what the NAIC provides. They have resources to help you and your family make the best decision, and they'll help you to keep moving forward, just like me.
Okay, our holiday gift guide continues. I guarantee you this is one that somebody doesn't have. I want to introduce you to the Experience Tube, and the point of it will be demonstrated by Jeffrey and Bo Beth.
Yeah.
Put it on.
Yeah.
So in today's world, it is very hard to get a good face-to-face conversation with somebody. Bo Beth, you can do it. You can do it. Put your face in there.
Go snack up.
You're gonna. I'm gonna help you.
I want to see
You're gonna look eye to eye
Yep.
with Jeffrey.
Yep.
Now you are face to face, because in the world today we're always on our phone or we're texting, but you're having a face-to-face experience.
I needed
If
that.
you wonder what Bo Beth is seeing, the point of view might be a little scary. There's Jeffrey down the tube. Okay, that's actually really kind of cool.
This is
It is not cool. This is the weirdest thing ever.
What
Yeah,
is
baby.
its point?
It's so we can talk without being interrupted by everybody else.
It's just the tube of you. You're having an experience.
Just
Come
the
on.
tube of us.
Well, you might have seen this on Facebook.
Where
the
did you
things
go?
we see on Facebook, we buy. So, all right, now they're touching each other.
I don't think
Game
those are
over.
the best
You'll find
gifts.
this online. We're going to the kitchen with JR. Please save us. We're making blackened salmon and eating Cubans.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. A national debate taking the Suncoast by storm. A look at net neutrality and why thousands of people are talking about it. And taking a quick look at first alert traffic. Right now, there are no major accidents to report. I-75 is looking clear, while we are only seeing some minor slowdowns along US 41. Now let's get a check on our first alert weather forecast with Bob Harrigan.
Thanks, Jacqueline. A lot of fog around this morning. This is what it looked like at 8, 9 o'clock this morning. You can see the fog all over in the bay. We had a dense fog advisory. It lifted around 10:30, 11 o'clock in some places. It hung around longer in others. It looks like we could see more fog rolling in late tonight in advance of a storm system, which is going to bring big changes our way over the upcoming 48 hours. Currently, it's warm, 79. The fog is lifted temporarily. The dew point way up there at 70, and winds are out of the south at 11. And the pressure continues to fall. More on that at 5.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC7 News app.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare.
Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
If you're between 50 and 85 years old, call the number on your screen right now for free information on how to save your family thousands of dollars. We're Family Love Plans, and we've been helping families just like yours for over 30 years. The average funeral today can cost up to $10,000 or more, but the most you'll get from government benefits is just $255. How will your family pay the difference? At Family Love Plans, we can help you and your family. Our senior plans start as low as just $1 a day and pay up to $30,000 for a funeral and other final expenses. Peace of mind is easy. There's no medical exam and your plan can't be canceled. Better still, your rate will never go up and your benefits will never go down. Get your free information about our senior plans. Just answer a few simple questions and receive approval right over the phone.
Call 1-800-707-3608. That's 1-800-707-3608.
And welcome back. We're here with Chef JR from JR's Old Packing House Cafe, and we're going to make something delicious. It smells wonderful. What are we doing today, Chef?
Beth is going to put the blackened salmon in the pan, please.
Okay. And you just had the blackened sauce in the container.
Blackened seasoning,
and then,
the seasoning, yes.
Or seasoning.
All right.
All right, one.
Ooh.
And how hot is this pan?
Medium to high heat with a little bit of olive oil.
So keep your fingers out of it.
So easy enough to blacken at home as long as you have the seasoning.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And it'll be in the recipe guide here in a minute.
Okay, good.
We're going to have a little bit of garlic here.
Blacken.
And we're going to have some shallots.
All right, so now this is the other pot. So while the salmon is cooking,
we're going to make the cream sauce over here.
Oh, okay.
Then we're going to have a little grate onion. And for lack of speed, we're going to do that. And then we're going to pass me the heavy cream.
Oh. Almost spilled it.
Yeah.
Butter, cream.
Oh, it's all low calorie.
All the healthies. All the healthy.
Just add a little bit of this.
Wow.
And add one of these.
Some butter.
And we'll just cook that down. And by the magic of cameras and stuff like that, later on we'll be adding a little bit of egg yolk when that comes up to a boil, and then we'll have our dish and we'll add the pasta.
So
that's pretty
is this an
easy.
Alfredo or just a cream sauce, would you say? What's the
More,
difference?
I add more stuff than basic Alfredo.
Yeah.
So
more flavor probably
Yes.
with the onion and the shallot.
Your version of an Alfredo.
my version.
All right,
Yeah.
and then how long does it take to get a good sear blacken on a salmon?
We're there already.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be, we're working on for medium rare. So once we
Would
got
you
to...
want to not overcook it? Is that the thing?
No, we want it medium rare. We want the middle to be pink. See how it gets?
Ooh, yeah.
See how it gets there?
Yeah,
Just
so you
turn it
get the
over.
color on one side and then you turn
Yeah.
it. Well, this is a great way to cook salmon.
Yeah.
It's easy, and you don't have to touch it much. So you just add a little butter at the end there.
Oh,
and
wow.
that'll make a little...
And what's that do for us?
Oh, it just makes it yummy.
Butter makes everything better. We're understanding the theory here.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well,
unsalted, of course. But yeah.
Unsalted, okay.
We got to come back in the calories on something. So anyway, then as this comes up to a boil, so much for that idea. We're going to add the egg yolks, and we're going to stir that around. And then Linda's going to add pasta.
All right, come on, Linda.
Well, maybe not. a
And the
whole bunch,
pasta
but-
you've already
more?
Oh, a little more, please.
A little
so
more.
Pasta is pre-cooked.
Pasta is pre-cooked. We have tricolor pasta. We have spinach, sun-dried tomato, and garlic pasta.
Oh.
And then as that cooks down, then Beth will add some more cheese.
Which one?
Every one you want. Whatever you like. There you go.
We like the Parmesan.
Yeah.
So is this one of your
I give you a
signature
little
dishes then? Is
variety.
this one of the
Tonight,
things
this
that-
will be on tonight. Yeah, but it's one of my favorites, so.
Oh, yeah, this is
Because
a
you
great
get to supposedly because the pasta is sun-dried and spinach, it's kind of like healthy for you. So
Supposedly.
With the butter and the cream, but
however, yes, but it
delicious.
is a way to get your kids to eat vegetables because there is green onion and there's shallots
And
and
there's
stuff.
spinach in the noodles.
Yes,
We're
yeah,
going to
okay.
stretch it right into that. Tell us how you serve it, because you've got some interesting things on the dish.
We put it on a bowl with the pasta and turn it, and then we put the salmon on, and the salmon's done. And then I like plantains and garlic bread just because.
Show me that plantain. It is huge. Is that just a big fried plantain? Sure.
They call them tostones.
Tostones?
Because normally you bring them, they're sweeter. So this is just another method?
No, the green ones are tostones.
Okay.
And then the black and the real white ones are ripe, and they're called.
And those are the ones that
maduros.
we sweeten.
Maduros.
Oh, wow. These are amazing. All right, this is on the menu tonight at JR's Old Packing House Cafe, so you can stop by and enjoy the blackened salmon and pasta dish. Not to mention all the other things on the menu, the tres leches, the Cubans. Burger night is still Monday night.
Monday night.
Monday night is burger night. Chicken pot pie. All sorts of great comfort food. Some real good cooking and a great place to bring your family. Everybody goes home stuffed, which is just the way we like it.
It makes me want to dance when I eat.
This is good.
This is wonderful. Jeffrey, thanks for coming. Thanks for bringing the 1940s show.
My pleasure. Come see us at the theater. We would love to have you.
Break a leg. We are excited about that running through the month. And for the rest of you, take time to enjoy the Suncoast view. Have a great rest of the day.
Ho, ho.